Hello everyone, it's Rider here and welcome to another video, and this time we're going to have a look at the final Studio Series 86 Wave 1 figure. It is Voyager class Scourge. What a lovely background you can see in there. We'll put up some photos later of Scourge on that background, but for now let's have a quick look at the box. Some lovely artwork of Scourge there, which carries on over to the side. A little bit of a close-up of his face. You can see his ironing board mode and his accessories, and he can transform in 19 steps. More of Scourge on that side. Transformers the movie logo at the top. Transformers the movie the logo here, and loads of bump at the bottom.
Scourge, the tracker, and his huntsman, the sweeps.
So before we have a look at the figure, let's have a look at his accessories. He comes with his pretty iconic blaster that's quite similar to the G1 toy weapon. I think he has something similar in the movie. I can't remember off the top of my head, but this looks how a Scourge weapon should look to me. A little bit of waffling in there, but it's sturdy enough. No issues there. Now his other accessory is a blast effect, and I'm not going to say what that kind of looks like. But again, I think it looks kind of like this in the movie, so I understand why Hasbro went this route. However, yeah, that looks slightly like something else to me, but never mind, let's leave that there. Mine is a little bit bent, unfortunately. And that blast effect can fit into the weapon, obviously, like so, and we'll see more of that in robot mode. Here is Scourge's thing vehicle mode, and for what it's meant to be, it does an amazing job. It's got everything that you would expect to be on here. A lovely Decepticon logo, a little bit of red there. It's got the parts here, which mirror the bit on the top. I don't even know what these are called. Scourge's feet are on the back, which is fine. Underneath you can see some legs and Scourge's entire body hiding behind these panels. But yeah, it does exactly what it's meant to do. You can take the weapon and you can plug it on the side if you want to. And you can take this blast effect. And you can plug it on like that, which I think works okay. There is another gimmick with this where you can retransform this slightly differently to get the same effect as I'm going to show you here. So you fold this forward, and then Scourge can ask Galvatron if he wants to gut Ultra Magnus. And here is Scourge in his robot mode, and the transformation is a shell former, but you know what? Scourge is a shell former. So I've got no qualms about that. Let's go straight into articulation. Head. Oh, you get a little bit of rotation here. Sorry, on his head gun. So you can have it that way around, or you can have it that way around. I'm a fan of that way around. His head can rotate to about there, but you do get a little bit of down and not much up. His arms are going to be impacted by his backpack, and his backpack is pretty massive, as you can see. Arms can also go out that far, and the shoulders on this are much better than Hot Rod's, in my opinion. You've got a bend at the elbow. You can have a rotation at the wrist. And you can see his nice pink fingernails there, the animation accurate, which is quite cool. You get a full rotation at the wrists. Legs can go out that far. A slight swivel. Bend at the knee can go that far. And you get a little bit of a rocker as well. Now, let's talk about the aesthetics on this thing. I think I've actually got this slightly mistransformed here, so bear with me while I peg him all together. I think this is only the second time I've transformed him, so yeah, that's a bit better. He's got a lot of kibble on his back, which is a shame, but I can't see what else I could have done, to be honest. I think the robot mode looks great. I like the pink fingernails. I like the head sculpt. I like all the detailing around the chest. I love that Decepticon logo. You know how they're drawn them slightly wrong, slightly narrowed or elongated. I like how they've kind of mirrored that within this figure. And the detail on it is really good. Really good. The right balance between animation accuracy and some decent amount of detailing in there. Mine's got a few paint chips here and there, which is a little bit disappointing, but all in all I think this is definitely the best Scourge we have had. Now you can take his weapon and plug it into his hand like so, which looks great, and you can take this monstrosity as I showed you earlier and plug it in the end, and there you go. You can have kind of kind of that look going on if you want to, with him blasting his weapon, which in my opinion looks great. And I hope that in Wave 2 of Studio Series or a future wave we do get the sweeps with maybe slightly different face sculpts, or to me it's not so much different face sculpts, it's different expressions. So if you could come with 2 different or 3 different facial expressions, that would work for me. This obviously Scourge, and then you could have the other ones slightly different, maybe a slightly different tone. So this one would stand out of blue maybe. Maybe have these in grey or whatever it might be. But I think that would be great, and I'd definitely be in for a couple of those if Hasbro did that. But I think you'll agree, Scourge is lovely. Here he is next to his wave mate, Hot Rod. So you can see there how they look together. And Scourge is bigger, rightly so. I think that does scale with how Hot Rod should be. I don't think we actually see them on screen together. I might be wrong there, but I don't think we actually do in the movie. Maybe just on the attack on Autobot City on Earth, but you don't actually see him in the same frame. I might be wrong, but there you go. But yeah, he looks pretty amazing. And I know a lot of people will be asking for this. Here he is next to Cyclonus. They work really well. I'll say it again, this Cyclonus is an amazing toy, but I would like him in a slightly darker tone of purple. And I really hope that this figure gets released in this line with maybe a slightly different detailing and a different paint job, because I'd be well up for that. But all in all, Scourge is an amazing representation of the character from that amazing movie that influenced us all, and he works really well with Kingdom Cyclonus, and I can't wait to get that Galvatron on the go to put with these. I've really enjoyed Studio Series 86, and that is all Wave 1 reviewed by me now. I am over the moon that these figures exist, and I'll be honest, I don't think there has been a toy line more anticipated and that has lived up to that anticipation and expectation as much as Wave 1 of Studio Series 86. In my opinion, there are some figures that could have done better, but watch out for a worst to best video, which I think I'm going to be doing with Junkie Dave and Exilian, when we've all got these figures, and we're going to walk through which we think are the best and the worst in this line. But thank you, Hasbro, for giving us Studio Series 86. Thank you for paying the old fans some true service by giving us these figures looking the way they do. And these are the toys that I wanted when I was a kid. These are the toys that the G1s were in my head. Amazing, amazing things. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite Studio Series 86 figure is so far, and if you're going to be in for more sweeps if they make them. Until next time, I've been Zort Rider, and I'll catch you again really soon.